All right. So 2024 report came out and there's a national version of it. And then there's also regional. There's not one for state. That comes out from the California Association of Realtors. This one's done by JC Online, which is a contractor. And then this cost of value thing is for a Remodeling Association of America. But look, cost to replace a garage door is about $4,500. Not really. It's really about 10, 11. So you don't really get that money back, right? Talking about stuff in Northern California, Silicon Valley specifically, I can tell you that prices are jacked up because cost of living here is so high that it's hard to say, yeah, that makes sense. For example, I spent about 14 grand on my front door. Now it's French doors. I have side lights. I have a transom up top. We got the door at a really good value, but everything else added on. What is it? Grand entrance fiberglass. We got pure wood. Ours is like some exotic wood. We didn't buy it specifically for that. We saw it as a floor model that had been returned because the door locks didn't work. So anyway, ours was closer to, I want to say 14, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, the value is 16. So you do get a little value out of it. I wanted a new door because mine was old and shoddy and beat up and hollow. And this is a beautiful door, right? And then window replacements. Now there's only one company that does wood, and that's Anderson, and they're stupid expensive. You can go a lot cheaper. You can get dual pane windows, and it's going to be a lot less expensive. A major kitchen remodel is $75,000 to $100,000. The value you get when you sell your house is about $50,000. So you're losing money when you do it. When I tell you, you shouldn't really remodel your kitchen. Now, put a new counter on it, paint the cabinets, put new fixtures on it, and new appliances. Yeah, absolutely. That could be about $20,000, $7,000 to $10,000 for new appliances, plus a new counter, new sink, new fixtures, all that stuff. Bath remodel, $43,000. Now, I didn't spend that. I can tell you that right now. But you also only get $28,000 value out of it. Again, this is Alaska down to San Diego, right? So keep this in mind that it's very regional, not specific to your micro market. Roofing replacement. With the onset of all these wildfires, having metal on your roof actually makes your house safer. Believe it or not, because metal doesn't burn, asphalt does. Metal is a new thing that's been around for 30 years, but in the trends aspect, you're seeing more high-end houses with metal roofs, especially out in places where there's high fire, hurricanes, snow, you name it. So what we're seeing in the high country is more metal roofs. So yeah, it's more expensive, but it also makes your house safer. So you don't get a whole lot of value at it because people don't look at roofs, right? They say, if they see an old roof, how much longer can I keep it until it has to be replaced? That's what we did when we bought this house. We knew it had 7 to 10 years on it. And the next year we had a massive windstorm, blew off half my roof. And the insurance company gave me like $2,000 for that because it was an older roof. So I wound up paying a lot more money for it. And I only put comp on it. Bathroom addition, $63,000. Are you going to add a room? Are you going to add a major suite? Primary suite addition, $175,000 because you're going into civil, architectural, massive permits, foundation movement, structural movement on your house. It still costs a lot of money to do that. You still don't get the value out of it unless you learn how to work with contractors and add value. If it's only a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, you add a master suite. Now you have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. That might make it worthwhile because people want 3 bedrooms, not necessarily 2 bedrooms. If you want to learn more about that, go to my links. It's all linked in my blog. One of the cheapest things, this is what I tell people, is put new fixtures on, paint your cabinets, put new counters on, get rid of the tile. Nobody wants tile counters anymore. They want quartz. I prefer granite. I'm just a granite guy. They last longer. They're more durable. They chip, but they're easy to fix. And it just feels warmer, even though granite's colder. New fixtures, the easy, affordable update you're not making to your bathroom. It could be for the kitchen too, right? Think about it. If you spend less than $1,000 on fixtures, including the faucet, handles, switches, new door handles, and new shower head, you go from the old 80s version of brass to a nice stainless steel or oil rubbed bronze, your house is going to look a lot nicer, especially if you put a new counter on it and paint it. I'm not a fan of painted cabinets unless they're old and dingy and gross and they have toothpaste all over or grease. My new kitchen, which is 5-7 years old, has grease and cracks and all sorts of stuff on it. So if I ever sold my house, I would have to have that sanded down, degreased, put some Bondo in it, micro Bondo, and have it repainted. I got paint grade cabinets. Upstairs, they're all maple wood with a toffee stain on it. I like that. I have granite countertops upstairs. It feels like a strong bathroom versus an old choopy looking thing. If you're thinking about selling your house, download this inspection checklist. This does not forego a professional inspection. It allows you to create a checklist of things that you should repair, spend a few $1,000s or do it yourself, get stuff fixed. You have cracks, broken stuff, a broken dishwasher. The dishwasher trim needs to be glued on. A pop tile from my bathroom remodel, some grout missing from the I would look at in this list and create my honey-do list from that. Cupertino Home of the Week, Pasadena Ave, not my listing. I drive by this listing all the time. This is right on a corner of a street in Monte Vista area, and this old decrepit looking home has been turned up and is selling for a ton of money. Could have spent some money and painted that. Instead, they went cheap and then they staged it and they put new fixtures on. This house should have been sold for the property because it's a 6,300 square foot lot and everything around there is all brand new McMansions. That's what people want. They don't want old and updated. It's been on market 6 days now. Probably going to sell pretty quick. Willow Glen House of the Week, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet, built in 1949, $2.4 million. Let's look inside. Everything's been updated. Even the siding and the exterior has been updated. This is a pretty house. But again, people are looking for mansions. They would take this lot, which is 7,900 square feet, tear that thing down. It would be sad to do that. The sellers are maximizing the value out of this house. This is exactly what my bathroom looks like. Same shaker, cabinetry, etc. They put dual pane windows and there's a nice layout. I love it when agents do this. I think it's smart. I think it's professional. I think it should be expected, like air conditioning in a car today. Olive Tree Lane, the luxury house of the week, not my listing. 7 bedrooms, 4 and 2 half baths. That means it's 6 toilets to scrub, square feet on a full rolling hill acre and built in 2012. But this is gorgeous. And I'll bet you anything it's in the fire zone. Get the professional photos. You already have a picture of the bedroom. This isn't even the same bedroom. There's another blurry photo. What's going on? Orange? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that kitchen. I like that living room though. It feels like the agent did it themselves because these pictures are not, this really looks like fish islands. Not a fan of that bathroom either. That kind of looks weird. But you know what? I can tell you right now, this is probably partially staged or they had an interior designer come in and stage their furniture because these are nice couches. This is nice furniture. I think they had somebody stage their own furniture. So it's nice. And of course, they didn't have a floor plan. All right. Bay Area sales report, 678 closings year to date. Contra Costa and Alameda are coming close. Can't tell me that the market's slow right now, right? We have low inventory, but people are buying houses. We've sold $1.5 billion worth of inventory in Santa Clara County alone. Just 266 million in this last week. That's crazy. People are like, I thought the market was slow. No, it's not. There's still demand here. And people are understanding that 7% sucks, but they still have to move or they want to move or they want to buy a house. Now's the time to do it because when rates go down, more buyers enter the market. There's a lot more competition. So now's a great time to buy a house. Now's a great time to sell your house because there's still pent up demand over the last couple, 3 years because people are just tired of waiting. They're done and the rates are nominal. Average sales price is 2.3, up still from last week or down from last week. Over last year, it was 2.2 million. So we're still up. And average list price over sales price is 1.7 or a 7% over, so almost 8% over list price. And that's up 1% from last week. Remember the last couple of weeks I was telling you Contra Costa was out of frame. They were doing something weird. And same with Sonoma. Those numbers were off. They're back to normal now. So these are more accurate numbers. And again, let's take a look at Napa. Napa has 71 wholesales. They only have 200 houses listed so far year to date. They have 29 new listings. They're selling their houses at 93 cents on the dollar, and the average price is 1.4, and it takes 96 days to sell. 3 months to sell your house. It's crazy. Same thing with San Benito. We're looking at 41 days and 1.5 million.